create in Seesaw, add some voice, and figure out how to differentiate with that. Using what's already made in Seesaw, that's like the key thing right there. And then we're going to put Seesaw on Canvas 2 ways. There's 2 different ways to do it. And then we're going to do some Seesaw progress monitoring. Well, I'm just going to show you the Seesaw progress monitoring if we have time. Okay, is everybody doing all right? I'll put the slides one more time in the chat. Okay. Okay, so the icons. I don't know if any of y'all have seen this or not. I hope you have. Most of you, I think, in this presentation have dabbled with Seesaw already. If not, I have this linked at the very end. I have the shortcuts so you can use it and save it as a PDF on your computer. But basically, when you're creating directions for students in Seesaw, you use the shortcuts and emojis. I love putting in the emojis, especially for the little kids, to help make the directions more accessible for all learners. To do this, all you have to do is know the word that you're going to use for Seesaw and put the colon before the word, then the colon. And you can see kind of down here, I have like click and then the colon, add colon. Most of y'all know, if you've done this before, it'll come up with this add response when I do that. This is the directions little snippet page. And then here I just showed how I like to put in the emojis. To put in the emojis, you just right click, go up emoji. It's simple, super simple. But that shows you that. And then in the end, it'll end up looking like this. So you can see that it shows the kids click add response. So if I'm a young learner and I can't read the word click, I can see, oh, I've got to click add response. Like you can figure it out. So, and then the little emojis help make it more accessible too, because they know that this means to look, and this knows that they know the video. These kids already know that that's link. They're so smart in the technology world today. So that's just a quick little thing. Again, I'm going to link the shortcut page with all the different shortcuts you can do for Seesaw at the end. So you'll have that. Just save it. It's a PDF. You save to your computer, and you'll have that for later. Okay. That's just a simple little trick. I think most of y'all know that. All right. So getting into the big meat and potatoes. Tips, tricks, number 2 and 3. We're going to create Seesaw activities. It's beg, borrow, and steal, but you got to give credit before you share it. Or start a new Seesaw activity from scratch. You can create your own awesome activities, or you can use what's already there for you from users, from Seesaw users already. Okay, and I love doing that. So I love taking it and deleting a bunch of their stuff and putting in mine. And I'll show you how next. Okay, so these are my videos. This is the first one, and we'll talk about it afterwards. I'm going to have the chat open, so if you have volume issues or anything, let me know. You may have to just turn them up really loud. I have it turned up on my end, so hopefully the sound will be okay and all will be well. Let's try.
Let's do a real quick video on beg, steal, and borrowing activities from other Seesaw authors. This is always fun. You probably know how to do this, so I'm going to try to be super fast. All right, so there are 2 ways you can get to your library. You can go down here and click Browse Activity Library, or you can always go to Add and Assign Activity. Now I have my library that I'm in, and I have the school district library. This is where if you share your activities with the district, they are put here, and I can search different grade levels and find different authors. Activities. There are lots of great activities in here, and what I kind of like about it is our people are kind of following our lesson plan. So odds are when you're looking for an activity that is geared towards Garland ISD curriculum, it might be in here. Okay, so that's really cool. There's a couple authors I love and like. There's Wanda, I love her. Kathy Leonard had some pre-K stuff in here too. Obviously, I got a shout out to Kathy because I co-taught with her. Okay. Here's some good bilingual activities right in here. Now, also, don't forget you can change your grade level. Also, you can go over to community. And the community for Seesaw has a lot of activities that are kind of approved by Seesaw to get added. And in here, you'll find a lot of Seesaw ambassadors that share their activities. And look, you can see how many times people have used an activity. So you can kind of tell these are the popular ones. Here's some featured authors if you want to look in here. I use a lot of hers, her activities, Cecilia. Okay, I recognize her name. So let's go ahead and find something to use. Honestly, I kind of like this subtraction fireflies right here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use that one. But you can always, let me show you real quick. You can search something, transportation. You can look through those. I can go to a different grade level and do the same thing. There's transportation for second graders. Okay. Let me go back to the community because I really did kind of like that little subtraction one I saw. So let me look at it and see if I really do like it. Okay, I have here the subtraction. I can click here. All right, I do like that. Okay, that looks cute. And it looks like it's subtracting with 5. And it says subtracting fireflies decomposing 5. So I do like that. Let me go and favorite it. So right now, if I click on these 3 dots, I have print and share. That's it. I need to add her activity to my library. So as you can see, I hit the heart button, and now when I click on the 3 dots, I have options. Okay. I can go and look even in my library and show you where it went so you can see there it is in my library. All right, so I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click copy and edit activity. All right, now I kind of did like her directions. She has click add, click move, and then tells the directions to move the correct number of fireflies to the jar, and move the correct number to finish the problem, finish all 5 pages, click check to submit, basically. All right, so let's go ahead and edit her activity. I notice when I click on the pages, she does not have voice at all on any of these directions. So there's no voice directions. So what I could do if I want to assign it to my students is provide some voice instructions. Sometimes you'll take activities from other Seesaw people, and you'll use an activity that already has voice instructions. And prior to the new voice tools, a lot of the activities were made by using these captions. So you would see that there'd be a recording here. If you don't want those, there always is going to be a trash can at the end of the recording. You can trash that. Because I like the students to hear my voice, not some other teacher who created the activities voice. So I like to make sure I put my directions in here. Even though I might say the same thing the other person said, it's still, I feel like, a little bit better if it comes from me. Okay, so there's 2 ways to add voice. Real quick on here, I can go to voice. It comes up automatically with the word listen. I'm going to change it to say directions. All right, and then click on the 3 dots. Add the voice. I'm going to say subtract within 5. You're going to move the fireflies into the jar to answer the subtraction problem. Then move the answer in to complete the number sentence. That's fine. All right, you can make it different when you want. So I don't like how this is. Look, I can't find a good spot to stick this because the activity's in the middle. So I'm going to need to click on her page and unlock it because most of the time everybody locks their stuff so kids don't get all crazy moving stuff around. Now I can move these because obviously, oops, that's what happens right there. That's exactly what the kids do. I'm going to lock it right now. So then I'm going to move my fireflies because they're movable. This is probably locked because you don't want the kids moving this all around. So I'm going to lock it back up after I move it. Now these are movable because I want the kids to move it up and to complete the number sentence. Okay, now I can resize my directions a little bit so they fit on here a little bit better. It looks a little nicer. I also prefer, I can change the color. Let's make it like a bright green or something. I like to change the style up a little bit. Here we go up to style. I can change the font if I'd like. But here you can have it with no lines, the word or the text. Or you can have it with the line that it is now. Or I like this way, where it's got the color and then the white words. Okay, white letters to make the words. Okay. Now, when I do directions, I prefer to upload an image and put the directions with the image. I used to use a listening ear, like a little ear, so that the kids can click on the ear so they can hear the directions. I also have gotten into where I'm using this cute little space gal. And I just move her here. So to find these images, I look for transparent images. I found a nice little site called Clean PNG, and these are free images on here. You just make sure you look through them real good, find appropriate images. But there's other sites and other ways you can make your image transparent. Okay, and then you just save as and save it to your computer, and then you just, like I did, I went and uploaded a picture. Okay, so now I'm here with my picture. I'm going to add voice to her. I'm going to say some directions. Subtract within 5. Move the fireflies into the jar, and then drag the number to complete the letter or number sentence. That's good enough right now. Okay. Now, I'm going to delete this one real quick because I only need her. All right, so before I lock her into place, I'm looking on here, and there's no directions. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste her. Copy and then paste her over here into each one. Now, if I wanted to, and to help my students out a little more, I could even be more specific and on each page read the number sentence to them. I could say, subtract within 5. 5 minus 3 equals 8, 1, 2. Drag the fireflies into the jar to complete the number sentence. Okay, many different ways you can do that. Now I'm going to say I'm done, but I want to add that they're going to click on astronaut girl. I'm going to put voice or directions. Okay, now technically these are the directions, so I add the colon. Okay. Save. See my little shortcut popped up with the word voice. Now I don't really like that. I want to have a little bit more of a picture or a little something different right here to show to others and show to my students. So I'm going to go back into edit the activity. I'm going to go down here to the activity. I love, if y'all have not figured out on digital learning this whole last year, it's a snipping tool. Oh, I already have it because I was playing with it earlier. So here I have the image. I'll just do a new one. I'll show you. So I'm going to make a new little image here. Okay, and I'm going to go back here, click, check. I'm going to go here where it says add multimedia instructions or example. And you can put the actual example. I could have completed the number sentence down in here and then taken a picture of it with my snapshot or my snippet tool. I'm going to drawing. All right, now I'm just going to Control-V and paste it into here. I'm going to add a text saying firefly subtracting with 5. Okay? I can move it where I want it. But I also don't really like this color. I want it to show up and pop a little bit more. So I'm going to make it my green like I did before. Change my style like I did before. And there I go. Okay. I can lock all this too. It doesn't really matter. I can lock this side, lock all. Okay. Check, check, check. And then hit save. And here we go. So this is what will show up on the kids' activities. Okay. And that is that. Oh, let me show you real quick too. So I got this activity. Let me remember who I got it from. I got it from Christine Harris. So if I choose to share this activity with the district or anybody else within Seesaw, it doesn't matter really for your students, but for if I'm going to share it with you teachers to be able to use also, I'm going to say in here, activity is from Christine Harris in the Seesaw community. Okay. I could also add which teams it covers. Okay. So that way when teachers are searching, they can see, oh, look, this is what I need for this. So, okay, that is that.
Okay, so that was my beg, steal, and borrow video. It's a little lengthy, but you can see how long it takes to do those. Okay, so the next one I wanted to do.
Let's do a real quick
I need to make
video
sure it stops for a second. Okay, so the next one I wanted to do is the spinners and stuff. So let me go. I gotta go to the next one. This is so fun. I don't know if y'all have seen this, but there's like lots of new little spinner activities out there. And so I wanted to make a video real quick on how to do a spinner. And I did not create one in Google. You can go to your Google Slides and you can create them from scratch. There's actually some videos on how to do it. And I did share some of those people who make those videos at the very end. So you can have that if you want to make one on your own in Google Slides and then have it play. But for time's sake, they're already made in Seesaw. So I just showed you how to go and steal one. Okay, so let's watch.
Okay, guys, so now we're going to learn how to step it up a notch on our activities. Okay, so I have seen some really cool spinner activities out there. And I really don't want to go and create my own spinner activity from scratch, like create my own spinner gif or video. So something I can do is I can go to the community. It's moving a little slow because my son is gaming in the other room. All right, I can type in spinner. All right, here's some that have the numbers 1 through 6. You can kind of find, there's some words, some colors. Let's see. This one might have more numbers that I like. This has numbers to 10. Let's see. This one has 20. Let's see. Subtracting within 20. That spinner also has 10. Okay, so I like that spinner. All right, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That will work for me. So what I can do is go ahead and add it to my library. I'm going to copy and edit the activity. Now, I'm going to end up doing my own directions because I'm not doing this activity. Alright, so I can delete all of this. I'm just going to take the spinner. That's all I really want. So, alright, now I can get to deleting because I don't really need any of this. Let's say you're just needing the spinner from the 1 through 10. So I can go through and unlock and delete. Unlock. She's got everything locked. There's a lot of stuff on this activity, which is really great. So honestly, if you wanted to use the activity, this looks like it would be a good one to use. Let me move this around so I can try to get the unlock buttons to show up. Sometimes my screen's not big enough. There they are. Okay. Unlock. Delete. Unlock.
I'm about to have a light bulb moment here, guys. I don't know what I was doing,
You know what
deleting
else
everything.
I could probably do? I could do this. This might be actually simpler. See, sometimes when you're making videos for other people, you end up figuring stuff out for yourself. Let me unlock this, and let me just copy it. And then I'm going to go over here to add a new page. I'm going to put it on my new page. Wow, that's so much smarter. Now I can go through and just delete the pages. How about I do that? All right, delete the page. Delete the page. Delete the page. I love this activity. This really looks like a cute activity that I would assign to my students. So, but that's okay. I still have it in my library. So I can come over here and there's my spinner that I can use for an activity. I can hit play and then hit pause. Okay, I love that. I don't really know what I want to make with it yet, but there we go. Now you can make any spinner activity you want with those numbers. I can make a subtraction. I can make it times. Let's say I wanted to do times facts or something. I could say like 5 times what number equals, oops. And then, there we go. Let's see. Here. Okay, I can tell the kids to hit the mic, record, and say, let's say they play it, and it's 5 times 5. So the kids are recording, and they say 5 times 5. And let me lock this real quick because it kept moving around. Okay. But you have to make sure you tell the kids to play and stop. Play, pause, 5 times 2. I can say 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, something kind of fun you can do. You can do this on it. You can make more pages. You can duplicate the page, duplicate the page, duplicate the page. Okay, and then on each one, let me go ahead and move this so it's a little more centered actually, because that's going to drive me crazy. Okay. How about that? Block all. Alright, so on each page, they're going to do that, where they're going to say, they're going to hit play and pause. So they'll just basically play, pause. 5 times 6 is 30. And they'll go to the next one. Let me finish editing it since I copied and pasted all these on. I didn't like the size after I already did that, which that happens. Sometimes you're doing it as you go. And then I can hit record, and they can say 5 times 8 is 40. And then go here. Unlock it, I'll make it bigger. Walk it back up. 5 times 1 is 5. Okay? So that's just a quick little thing they can do. I can go ahead and go back up to the first one and add my instructions. So I can go here. I like to upload, like I showed you before, my Space Gal. And they know to look for my Space Gal. I do prefer my directions to always be over here. So I could go ahead and see, I'm making changes as I go already. And this is just for fun. Alright, I can tell my kids. I'm going to add voice. Click play and then pause on the spinner to find the number. Make sure you hit the mic and record yourself saying the times facts. 5 times is what? Okay, that'll work. So you can see I can lock her in place. And there we go. Now I need to add directions to this because I was not planning on making this activity like this, but I can say times.
Okay, I can stop it right there. So you can see now that you add the times, you'll add the directions to it, and you'll have a perfectly good spinner activity. It's so simple. I love how I got in there to make the video, and I'm like, oh, wait, what am I going to make a video on using the spinner? I was so excited about using the spinners. Okay, the next one I'm going to show. I got to stop. Hang on. Next page. Okay, so the next one I wanted to do is super cool, too. Y'all have probably seen, maybe you've used and seen the Spotlight Seesaw activities, but I wanted to show you how to make a Seesaw Spotlight activity. It is super simple. And then I also did one with a timer. And I was thinking when I was making these, what I might do is, like for the timer, I might make a couple timer activities and just put them in the district Seesaw so that if you search for a timer, I can have a 1-minute timer, 50-second timer or something like that, like 10-second timer already in there for y'all. And I talk about it in here, but let me go ahead and hit play because I've got just a couple more. This is my last. I only have 2 more. This one and the next one are my last 2 videos. Okay, y'all. Oh, hang on.
Okay, guys. So now I'm going to show you a quick little spotlight activity. You can do the magnifying glass activities. I'm not sure if you've seen those, or spotlights. I like them both. Anyway, so I kind of already started something, so I'm just going to open it up. Remember when you're creating your own activities, go back real fast, you go to create new activity, and there you go. So Pretend I'm doing that. Okay, because I'm not borrowing anybody else's stuff. I'm actually starting my own from scratch. So I'm going to create a new activity. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, even though I've already created it, so I'm going to go ahead and edit. Now this will all be blank. So I'm going to give it a name. I called it ×5 fact practice. I gave it directions. Tap plus to add response. Tap the link to watch the video because I put in a video. The voice directions, complete the assignment, tap check to submit. All right, so I've been playing around with this a few different ways. Oops, I don't want to click on that. All right, I'm going down here to the template. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add a page and come over here and pretend I have never done this before, okay? So on my blank page, I would like to add some times facts. So let's say we're doing ×5. I'm make it a certain size. So let's say I'm going to do 5 times 1. Now, I can go ahead and resize this 100 times and change it and blah, blah, blah. But I don't want to deal with that. I'm going to go ahead and make it the way I want it. I don't want any lines. And I also want it to be a different color, which that part I'll do in a moment. Let me show you what I'm going to do. So to do the color, I'm going to go here and check on the background. I'm going to try this light blue color and see if I can make it work because I did on the other one. Sometimes it's tricky. So I want my 5 times 1 to disappear. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to try to find, oh, see, it to where it disappears. Okay, it's pretty much gone. There we go. It's gone. But for now, I've got the color I want. I'm going to go ahead now and copy and paste. And I'm going to click on it, do 5 times 2. I'm going to click off of it, paste again. I'm going to say, oops, 5 times 3. Paste again, 5 times, don't click in here, whoops, 4. Oops, not 14. I mean, maybe 14, but not today. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to do a couple more. 5 times 5. Make sure you click off of it. If you don't, you'll make a mess. But you can always fix. That's okay. 6. I'm going to paste. Double click. 5 times 7. Move it over. 5 times 8. Not 18. Alright, click off of it. 5 times 9. Click off of it. 10. 17. I'm going to go ahead and do 5 times 11. And 5 times 12. Okay? Because we're learning our multiplication up to 12. Oops, not 112. Okay, I'll be giving these kids a heart attack. Now I'm going to move these around so that they're all over. Okay, space them out. I do kind of want to leave room for my directions in my videos, so I'm going to kind of leave this side open a little bit. Let's see. 9, 7. I'll put 12 over here, move the 5 over here, so they're kind of spaced out and not like each other. Okay, I'm leaving space also over here because this is where I'm going to put my spotlight. Okay, so now I'm going to change my background color and see if they all go away. And they do. Okay, I can then add a shape, and I'm going to add a circle. I'm going to make a big circle. Make it big. And I'm going to bring my circle down here. And I'm going to make it yellow like a bright spotlight. Because that's what it's going to be for me. It's going to be spotlight. Alright, so the other thing I'm going to do is send it back. Okay? So now, as I grab it, here we go. You can see my 5 times backs coming out. Okay, I think I want my yellow to be a little bit brighter. There. Let's try that. Okay, yeah, I like that spotlight. Now I've created this activity. I need to add some directions and add a video or something for fun. So let me go ahead and go to YouTube. And I'm going to do times 5. Okay. I really like this one. So I like to take my little snippet right here on this cover first page before I click on the video. I'm going to copy and paste my snippet into my Seesaw, make it small. All I did was copy and paste after, I just hit paste, actually started copying. Okay, now I need to link it. So now I'm going to go back, I'm going to click on the video, and I'm going to copy and paste my link, come over here. I love Seesaw, look at that, add link to my video, control paste, check. The video is done, okay? I'm going to move it down because now I need to add my directions. Now remember, I like to...
Okay, guys, because of time, I'm going to go ahead and stop it right now real quick. I added the directions down here and with the little astronaut girl. Let me go through, and then you can see how she gets finished. All right, I'm going to fast forward a little bit to the timer real quick, okay?
I'm going to add a page. I'm going to come over here. I think I saved a 1-minute timer on here. Let me check. Upload. There's a 1-minute timer. Okay, so to get this 1-minute timer, I used my screencast-o-matic and just recorded this website that has the timer on it. Simple as can be. I just went and looked up digital timers, and I used my screencast-o-matic. You can use any kind of Screencastify or your Canvas Studio to record the timer, okay? And so now the kids have the timer going. I can then go ahead and maybe I don't want to have the facts be like a find and seek. Maybe I just want to time them doing their facts. So I can come over here. Well, let me go ahead and, why reinvent the wheel? Let me go ahead and delete that. I can go ahead and...
Well, don't worry about it. You can go ahead and you can see I end up putting in the facts that way. I copied and pasted the page and then added the timer to it. And then I put in my directions and then it's done. And all the kids have to do now is hit record on the mic, and they could just hit the play and on the timer and go through their facts as fast as they can. So it's kind of neat that they can try to beat the clock or something. You can make it a cute little name or something for a title for the directions and stuff. But okay. We need to go forward. So
now I'm going to show.
Okay. We need to move forward so I could get this in for putting Seesaw in Canvas. Hopefully I don't run over a little bit on your time. If I do, I'm so sorry. But if you already know how to put it in Canvas, then you're golden. You can hang on for a moment and I'll get to the end with the extra links and stuff. But so this is how you can put your Seesaw activities in Canvas 2 different ways.
Okay, we are going.
And I say okay and okay, guys.
Our Seesaw assignments into Canvas. There are 2 ways to do this. One I prefer more than the other, but let's go ahead and start. So I'm in my modules. I'm going to go down to the week I would like the assignment. I kind of already started one just to show, but I'm going to go ahead and go to add assignment over here. You hit the plus sign, go to assignment, create assignment. Give it a name. I'm calling it, I hope some trapezoid. Help spell that correctly. Whoops. Okay. And then I'm going to indent a little bit. Okay. So here we go. It puts it down here on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and move it up to the top. You can see here how I change our misspelled trapezoid. How silly of me. Okay. Trapezoid. Okay. Alright. Okay. So I've already created this, so I'm going to go ahead and just remove this extra one I just showed you how to make. And then I'm going to, when you get to the point where you've got it labeled and everything, you're going to click on it so that you can edit the page. So the page will come up. This will all be blank. And then you click edit. And in this blank box, you're going to type a message to your students to see. So I put on here, click on the picture to complete the Seesaw activity. Be sure to come back and upload your complete, because the way we're going to do it, the kids are going to come back and upload the URL link for the activity so that it shows up as the assignment is complete in Seesaw, because we're making it as an assignment. So here we go. To do this, I'm going to go this so you can see, like, let's pretend I just typed that out. I'm going to go over to my Seesaw. I'm going to right click on the image and hit copy image. And then I'm going to paste it into my Canvas. Now, you know Canvas does not let you paste a lot of pictures in it, but it will let you get URL pictures from Seesaw. So that's kind of nice. Okay, so here I can click on the image now, and I'm going to insert the link. So let me go back to my Seesaw. I'm going to hit Get Student Link. Copy. And close that. Go back. So I clicked on the picture. I clicked External Link. Copy, paste. Done. Okay. If it turns gold, you're golden. All right. I'm going to say this is 10 points. You could make it 100% tile if you want, or you can make it to where it just says complete, incomplete, however you want it. The submission type is the important part. I'm going to click Online Submission, and they're going to click the URL or a website URL. They're going to copy and paste their link to Seesaw or to Canvas to show me that it's complete. Unlimited attempts. Everyone is who's going to be assigned to. All right, so it's going to be due August 20th. For today, because I'm filming or doing the video, I have to put a date of right now, so, or the other day, so that way I can be able to do this. So let's click Save. All right, I'm making sure it's published. Now, what you're going to do, or what the kids will end up doing, is when they will go and click on their image, and here it comes up for them. They're going to click Add a Response. I'm going to sample student. I'm going to go through and do the assignment. Oops, I could do it wrong on purpose. All right, I'm clicking, yep, done. All right, now something to note for us employees. If you go over here to the wrench, you need to make sure it says New Items Required Approval. You're going to turn this off. Seesaw automatically has it on. You're going to turn it off, okay? Only because of the way we're doing this. So, turn it off. And then the students can come over here and share item. They're going to copy and paste their link. This is why I feel like this is definitely for older students. Now they can come back here. And in there, let's see, let me go back to it. Because I'm not logged in as a student on my Canvas, I'm logged in as a teacher, but that's okay. I should still be able to go and do the thing. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I know what I need to do. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all. See, even when you know what you're doing, you still have moments of oops. All right, I need to click on student view so that I can show you what I'm doing. Okay. So the students will come back here. They'll click Start Assignment, and here's where they copy and paste their activity. Okay, and then they get the confetti, and it shows that they did it. All right, and then when I go to Leave Student View, you'll notice. Well, you notice as a teacher, you'll get your thing over here that says you have submissions and stuff.
Okay, the next part's actually really short.
I'm on a page.
I'll show you. Let me go back a second. The next part's a little easier to not have to create as an assignment. You can actually just put the Canvas or put the Seesaw link on the actual Canvas page.
Actual assignment. Let's pretend I'm on a page. You can see we had our videos. There's Kathy. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of all this because we don't need it for right now. Oh, I have to click Edit. Okay, so I'm just cleaning one out. This is one of our older ones that we've done a long time ago. Okay, we don't need any of this stuff in here for right now. I'm going to say the same thing. Click on the image to complete a Seesaw activity. Okay? I'm going to make it a fun little color. I'm going to make it like extra big. Alright, and now I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to go over here to my activity. You know, something I like to do too, it helps if you want to make the picture bigger, you can do this. Okay. I'm going here, hit paste. So they're basically clicking on this image. It comes up really big, which I actually like it better. So now I need to make it smaller instead of making it bigger and it be all blurry. Okay. Now I'm also going to do the insert the link. So I got to come over here. Close that. I'm going to do the get student link again. Copy. Go back over. Make sure it's highlighted, it's clicked on.
Yep, it's coming to the end. I have the survey. Hang on.
Copy paste. Done. See, I'm golden. Now,
okay. Because of time, I got to get going. Okay, so you can see you just directly put the Seesaw on the actual Canvas page, and it's good to go. All right, and then real quick, there's the progress monitoring. If you look on your Seesaw, you have the word progress now on your dashboard, and it shows all the activities, and this lists the students on the left, and you can see which ones have completed it. It's really nice. And then, ta-da! Okay, here's my links. So I have some extra gals sites and stuff that I wanted to share. This one is Teaching with Julian Starr. She's got a great website with some freebies on it and everything. This is my crazy charisma. That's it. Crazy charisma. She's absolutely fabulous. Here's the icon shortcuts. You can copy or just click on it and save it as it's a PDF for you. This guy right here is fantastic. I watch all his videos and it helps me learn how to create on Seesaw. So there you go with that. All right, thank you. There is the link. Let me go ahead. I can copy and paste it also for you. Oh, I'm already logged in for my stuff, but you guys can click on it and or here I can get it for you.